What's up, guys? Badger1 here. I had a quick request on how to set up both the virtual arsenal, how to do a quick respawn, and also how to set up the halo jump module. So the things that I'm going to show you, you're going to have the one prerequisite to this video is that you've got to have the mission set or the mission file that we play all the time that has the file folder in it for these required objects to work. If you want that, send me an email or whatever, and I can email it to you, the actual mission that has all the file folders to make these things work. There's a couple of different ways you can set up the virtual ammo system for our game. This is just one of them, and again, you've got to have the mission file folder with all these accompanying script folders inside for this to work. But this is the data terminal that is one of the biz objects included with Arma 3 Apex. It's just a standard table here. One of the things that allows you to put a little bit of realism in your mission is this box right here, which is the one you see all the time in our missions. But in order for it to become activated and the lid open up and give you access to Virtual Arsenal is the script that is actually written in the init field of this object right here. So I will open up this, and it is this section right here in the init. Now again, in order for it to access this file, it has to have the file in the mission folder, and it's DataTerminal /OpenTerminal.sqf, and that is a file folder that's located in the mission folder along with everything else. So that when you walk up to this object, and it'll give you the open or close option. Right here it says open, and then it activates the addAction for the virtual arsenal. And I will show you what the differences are of doing it this way with this particular object and doing it with just a simple object if you're wanting something a little more simpler. But that's how you have to have this in your init field right here for this object in order for the box to open, little radar thing to come out like it does, and give you access to the arsenal. The other more simple way to do it, and you can do this on any object in the game, you can do it on a wrecked car, you can do it on this just a simple stack of ammo crates like I have here, is do what's called an addAction. And if you're not up on your Arma lingo, scripting, mission building, otherwise, an addAction is anything that you can walk up to and have it give you an option in your scroll menu for you to access that object. You can use it for picking up objects, downloading data, securing a briefcase, opening doors, anything like that, that when you walk up to it and it gives you a symbol, you can choose that symbol and choose a task to use that by scrolling with your middle mouse button, which is what the default control setting is for any addAction. Is it gives you a little menu over here in the top left hand corner of your screen, like it does for switching weapons or reloading launchers or getting into vehicles, going into buildings, anything like that. So the init for it, and this is just you don't have to have a special mission folder or script folder inside your mission to do this, because Bohemia included a basic function for accessing Arsenal already built into Arma. So all you need to know is how to access that, and that is this init line right here. Now I will copy and paste both of these init trigger lines inside the description of the video, so you can make it pretty easy for you just to copy and paste it. But it's this addAction open virtual arsenal, open true spawn biz function arsenal. Anytime you see biz before a function, that means it's an already built-in feature that the people at Bohemia put into the game. You just have to know how to word it to access it, so that when you walk up to this object or walk up to this crate, it'll allow you to open up the thing. I'll go into game right quick so you can see what I'm talking about. You see the difference between, of course, we play the missions that I build all the time, and you're used to seeing this virtual arsenal, how it works. You can walk up to the box, select open, and the lid comes open, and the little radar dish on the data terminal deploys, and then you immediately go into virtual arsenal. It does that with that line that you put into the init field. So like this, you can see right here in the center of my screen, right here in the black of the box, it says open. And all you have to do is just click your middle mouse button. It won't do it because I haven't moved the, I haven't put the file folder in here. So I left the file folder out just so you could see what happens if you don't include the script folder. So even if you've got this tag on the box, but you don't have the script folder inside your mission, it's going to give you an error message, or it just won't let you open the box. It'll give you the symbol because it's an addAction, but nothing happens. But if you go over here to this box, you don't need a special file folder to open it. You see right here in the middle it says Open Virtual Arsenal. It's going to use the biz already built-in feature to give you access to the arsenal. Give it a second to load up here. And there's your arsenal, just like this. And this is the same arsenal that you have access to through Virtual Arsenal. Looks the same. You can load any of your kits that you have pre-created. Got a crap load of kits in here. Or you can come in here and you can build one on the fly, just like that. So that's the virtual arsenal thing. Now as far as the Halo jump, again, haven't put the file folder in here, but you can see right here on the poll, it's already given me the message for Halo jump. But when I click it, nothing happens. It will list the option, but unless I have the script folder in there, it's not going to do anything. There's also a line that goes into that object's init to allow you to access the Halo jump function. I'll go in here right quick so you can see what it looks like. So this is just a standard flagpole. Again, you can put this line here onto any object. It doesn't have to be a flagpole. You can put it on a milk carton if you wanted to, but I use flagpoles on my mission because they're easy to spot, and we've been using them for so long. It just makes sense for me to use a flagpole. This addAction T color equals # FF9900. That is the color for the text Halo jump inside these brackets right here. You can change this to any color. You can go out on the Biz Wiki and you can find what all the color numbers are. So you can change the word Halo jump. You could make it neon pink if you wanted to, just by changing this number inside these brackets. I like the yellow. Looks a little more military to me. So you put this in your init field of whatever object you're going to use: flagpole, ammo crate, destroyed truck, any of the static objects you can put this on to allow you to access the ATM airdrop.sqf. Again, that is the file folder that allows you to get the map screen, choose where you're going to jump from, select your altitude and all that. You've got to have that SQF file inside your mission in order for it to work. One more time, I'll go ahead and copy this text and put it in the what am I trying to say? The text of the video description for this link when I post it. So you can just copy and paste this text onto your object as long as you've got the mission file. Again, if you do not have one of the examples of one of the missions that we run, now these are the missions that have all of the objectives all across the map with the little bases that we spawn into. I usually have vehicles and whatnot parked all around. That's the type of mission where all of these file folders can be found, both for the arsenal, for the Halo jump. There's a few other things in there. The AI script is in there. the revive, everything is inside that mission folder. Last part of the request was how to do a respawn. Again, you have really two options to do a respawn. You can include the respawn that is inside the mission folder. In order to get that to activate, all you need to do is when you copy and paste, which is generally what I do, I just copy and paste all of this stuff, the flagpoles, the virtual arsenal, our guys, any of the equipment that's on the ground, vehicles, anything like that. I generally just copy and paste it from mission to mission. I don't build all that stuff from scratch because I've already done it once. There's no sense in doing it. I may change what our uniform kits are, but I generally won't change all the stuff that surround us. So once all that stuff is down, you have to go into map view and click this, and then wherever you want the respawn point to be, you're going to come over here to where it says markers, top right hand corner. You're going to select that, and then the respawn marker is an empty marker, and it's under system down here at the bottom. Just scroll down here through the bottom until you find it. Right here it is, empty. It's always going to be a purple circle with a little line at the top. And wherever you want the respawn point to be, you're going to place that marker down there. Now, in order for the respawn to work in the mission, using all of the mission file folders inside that mission, you can double click on it, and it has to have the variable name has to be respawn. I'm going to type it correctly. What just happened? Has to be respawn underscore west. If you're a blue 4, it has to be west. I don't know why that keeps shooting to the desktop, but it does. And then you're going to copy and paste this down to the text line underneath. So it needs to say respawn west, respawn west. If you're creating a respawn and you are an op4 side, that has to say op4 on the top and the bottom. If we're independents, it has to say guerrilla. But both sides, both of these lines have to match. Respawn west, or respawn op4, respawn op4, or respawn guerrilla if you're wanting to be independents. And then just click OK. Now whenever you die, you will respawn right in front of the little ammo box right here on front. The other way to make a respawn is one that's built into editor, and you can do this by going to attributes and going to multiplayer right here, and then you get this huge long edit multiplayer screen right here in the center. If it's not opened up for you, just click this down arrow, and you see right here it says respawn disabled. You can't enable it, and you can set it to respawn on custom position, or you can set it to respawn on position of death. If you want to put in your mission that you just respawn right where you die, you can do that. Or if you want to respawn on a custom position, you can have to put a marker down, just like I did before, and it gives you a list. If you look in this box right here, just under my cursor, and it gives you a description. Respawn on a position defined by the marker with a specific prefix, just like I just explained before. Although I did misexplain that. It says respawn east, not op4. Respawn guerrilla, respawn civilian. And that has to be in the name of the marker that you put down. So we'll respawn on custom position. And then it gives you a bunch of options here for your respawn. You can set the respawn delay right here. You can even put this on vehicles if you want to respawn a vehicle. So you've got maybe one Jeep back at base, and you want to respawn the Jeep even after you've taken it out of the field and it's been destroyed. You can put a respawn delay, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 seconds. You can change that. You can untick these if you want. Allow manual respawn, show the scoreboard, show AI score. You can set a minimum or maximum number of respawn tickets. If you don't know what a ticket is, that's how many times you can respawn as a blue 4. So say you have a 3-man team put down on your mission, and you want them to only be able to respawn 3 times in a game, you'll set this to 9. Or if you want unlimited, just leave it at 0. 0 is always the default. You can choose to save your loadout if you set it this way, which is something you don't get with the mission folder option. So if you set it like this, when you die, you'll respawn with your loadout. So that's just another way that you can set a respawn. There's also another section in this box too for revive. We actually use Grimes revive script in our missions, but Biz does create one for you. It's right here under the revive tab, and you can set that revive enabled for all players. Required trait. If you leave it at none, then anybody can revive you, but you can set it specifically to make you forced to have a medic on your team. Required items can be either a med kit or a first aid kit. You can restrict it if you want. Revive duration, you can change that. If you want to have your revive take a full minute, or if you want it to be 5 seconds, you can set that here. You can let medics heal faster than other players. Since it's just us playing, it's kind of a unneeded function there. Incapacitation mode for basic, or you can do advanced. Advanced means, just like it says here, if you put extensive wounds will kill players instantly. If you take a round to the face, you will die. Basic means if you just get shot and incapacitated, you'll fall to the ground. And then you can also set the bleed out duration too. Again, this is just for revive. This has nothing to do with respawning at all. So that's it. I don't want to set any of these because I've already got a respawn thing down, or had one. I've erased it now. But anyway, so that's it. I hope that answers a few questions. Again, I'm going to put the text for these inits in the description field of the video, so you can copy and paste those into the init fields of your objects as you see fit. So hope this helps. Let me know if you need anything else.